Yo, what is good, my anime babe? What is good? Holy crap. This episode actually was only a tad bit disappointing because there's two reasons why this episode was disappointing. You guys ready? First off, it was disappointing because it's the final episode. And the other reason why it's disappointing is I feel a lot of what I expected Ark to have up his sleeve was kind of already been shown through and through throughout most of the anime outside of Ifrit and the Judgment Blade, which we have seen actually. So it does make me worried about his vast amount of actual abilities he's capable of, because this is feeling more or less like we just saw why the character might actually not have as much as I kind of expected him to. I expected something different than like Fire and Slash and all that other stuff. And to be fair, he actually did not use any of the earth-based magic he used during the raid with the ninjas. So there is some chance that there just was other moves that he didn't feel uh, would lead anywhere or would add any real damage, I'm supposing. So that was a very weird exchange for me in general, just because it felt like if there was any time for us to see a plethora of his moves, it really didn't come, which is fine. I think saving it for more episodes and just kind of giving us the base sword wielding arc with a crazy summon named Ifrit. I was pretty close to just playing Final Fantasy and just having Ifrit in there. So know that this was a hard choice to play this game over having Ifrit. That being said, I can honestly tell why a lot of people didn't care for this show. It had a lot of tropes, it had a lot of things where you can just kind of see where it was going. For instance, with like the guy with the whip, him getting the little bit of backstory that he got, and then the elf girl pretty much nailing it on what he's been told his whole freaking life, just made it that much more obvious to me that he was out of there. Which was fine by me. He was a trash character anyway when it came down to um, whatever he was supposed to be learning. He clearly gave up on it because of whatever situational things he was going with against his people, and them not really giving him an opportunity to shine outside of the control of these beasts, which um, still, I have the question of like, what is his tribe? You know what I mean? Like, are they all beast tamers? And for whatever reason, you're still supposed to be stronger than your beast, or you know what I mean? Like, there was no real clarification on that. Like, if you're gonna give us a backstory, at least tell us why these people are different than the person that's supposedly weak. Not to mention, he was in the same clothes, the get up that he was in, so it feels like he's been gone for a while, became a whole different person, brought those his beasts back, and then they still disowned him. Regardless, he's gone now and it doesn't matter, and I highly doubt we'll probably hear about him unless it's just a reference to the Hydra. Now we can think more about the Empire and exactly where they're going to actually strike and what will be their main goal if they figure out Ark exists. It's almost as if the more people he comes in cross with, the more people he has a chance to lose due to his own way of going through and meeting up with multiple upon multiple kind-hearted people that he winds up become befriending, and if any of them become in trouble because of situations with aka the Empire, or now he saved that one princess, he didn't become friends with her necessarily, but if you think he wouldn't help her out, I think you're sadly mistaken, right? He would clearly go out of his way to probably save someone from dying yet again, even though I don't think they really got any information from them after that whole ordeal. So there's still a lot to think about when it comes to the show, which actually is my most satisfying and happy part about the game is we have a chance to possibly go back and revisit things. So overall, I hope y'all let me know what you were thinking about this show. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Did you just come around to see people's final reactions to maybe give you a gauge on what you might do? Like, Ark is really strong. It's just the simple fact that he's no Aizen when it comes down to, like, I guess he kind of is, right? Like, he has this crazy amount of magic that he seemingly just doesn't use, and he's like a Momonga version of Aizen, and I really don't know where things could head, or I know where things might go, but I don't know if they'll actually head in that direction for the way I see it. So that's what I'm most curious about. And I hope y'all are as well to see if anything plays out differently or crazy. So overall, I hope you have an awesome day, night, evening, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. Look, it's it for it.